Freshman midfielder number 2, Wilmer Garcia. Sophomore defender number 8, Chris Yoakum. Freshman striker number 9, Williams Yami. Freshman striker number 11, Victor Heredia. Freshman midfielder number 14, Marco Hernandez. Freshman striker number 17, Christian Angel. Freshman back number 18, Jeffrey Velasquez. Freshman midfielder number 21, Casey Grantham. Freshman defender number 25, Carlos Velasquez. The Cardinals are coached by Mike Kozlowski, assisted by Christian Kershaw, Oliver Mail, and Brian Gruder. Once again, the Catonsville Cardinals. Now the starters for the number 3 seed and the home team with a 9-6 record, the Howard Dragons. Freshman defender number 2, Jamoy Myers. Freshman defender number 4, Raul Castro. Freshman defender number 5, Brian Navas. Freshman midfielder number 7, Didier Estrada. Freshman forward number 8, Leonard Dunor. Freshman forward number 9, Evan Doughton. Freshman midfielder number 11, Trevor Kerr. Freshman defender number 14, Josue Sortu Ramos. Freshman midfielder number 20, Dylan Portillo. Freshman forward number 23, Baraka Carbo. Freshman goalkeeper number 29, Gabriel Bateri. The Dragons are coached by Stefan Dragonoff, assisted by Nick DePinto and Didi Abu. Once again, the Howard Dragons. Fans, we're set for kickoff. There will not be an anthem at this time. Good luck, Catonsville. Good luck, Howard. Good luck to our game officials.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dragon's Lair on the campus of Howard Community College and the home of the Howard Dragons, who are facing off against the number 2 seeded CCBC Catonsville Cardinals in this Region 20 Division II semifinal matchup, as the two longtime rivals, neighboring schools, go head-to-head once more into the fray. Two teams did meet in the regular season, with the Cardinals taking the 2-1 victory in dramatic fashion. Dragons actually scored first in that game, and Cardinals entered back with 2 to take that one. And because of that, the Cardinals are the number 2 seed. In the end, it doesn't really matter much, as the two teams will face off here at Howard Community College as the 2 and 3 seeds, with the winner going on to the Region 20 Division II championship game on Saturday, going up against the number 1 nationally ranked CCBC Essex Knights, who took care of business in the opener today, defeating the number 4 seed Potomac State Catamounts 9-1. And they certainly would have their hands full. But before that, can't look too far ahead. There is a tough battle to be had for both teams in this one. The two teams as evenly matched as you're going to find, as Catonsville comes in with an 8-6-2 record, and the Dragons with a 9-6 record. Dragons will be in the all-black, going from right to left on your screen in the first half. Catonsville in the red with the black trim, going from left to right in this first half. Two sides take positions. Howard looks like they are prepared to kick off in this game. And the referees will take one last look around, and we are set to go, as Dragons will right away just boot the ball down the field. It is going to be Leo Denor who picks up the ball and gets taken down just outside the box. A strong start for the Dragons. And tossed aside. A little bit of a shade thrown in the way of the Dragons. As just the Cardinals trying to just take their time and be able to set up their wall here. As Howard will get a fantastic opportunity just about 20 yards out. Dragons known for their trickery in this distance, with 5 men behind the ball at the moment. Referee giving instructions to the 4-man wall of Catonsville as they set up towards the near side post. The goalkeeper set in the middle. It is going to be the trickery as we expected, and that is Portillo after about 3 touches by his teammates. Couldn't quite get his shoelaces through that one and hits it well high of the net. Dragons will play with their defensive line of Raul Castro, Josue Soto Ramos, Brian Navas, and Jamoy Myers, who has started most, if not all of his games so far for the Dragons in center back, will be playing at the right back position for Howard. 3-man midfield of Baraka Carbo, Didier Estrada, and Trevor Kerr, with Leo Denor, Dylan Portillo, and Evan Doughton leading the front line for Howard. For Catonsville, it is going to be Carlos Velazquez, Chris Yoakum, I believe that is Jeffrey Vasquez, and Casey Grantham on the defensive line going from right to left. As the star striker for the Cardinals comes through, gets a little bit of a shoulder into the Dragons goalkeeper, Gabriel Ferteri, and nothing going from it. That is Williams Yami. Yami comes in with 11 goals and 8 assists, and just has that stereotypical size, strength, speed that you want from your center forward, and is just a handful for any defensive line to handle. Thrown in towards Denor, who is playing on that right forward spot. He's only got a couple of players in the box waiting for it, but Denor still has it on the line. Doughton is able to stick his foot out and deflect it, but it goes just over the net. And a good start for the Dragons as they get a couple of good early chances. For the Dragons in goal, Gabriel Viteri, he is playing in his 12th game this year, has a 2.27 goals allowed average and a 61% save percentage. His counterpart, Keyshawn Bland, 00, the freshman goalkeeper out of Arnold, Maryland, standing at 5'10". He is in his 15th game. He has a 2.39 goals allowed average and a 69.5% save percentage. So that even the 2 goalkeepers with very similar stats coming into this contest. Cardinals putting some high pressure on with Yami, forcing the Dragons to try to play through the defensive line and switch the field. Myers finds Carbo. Back to the bright orange shoots of Myers, and Myers will hit it deep. Doughton is chasing after it. Still going after Denor gets a touch on it, trying to look for a foul, but will not get it. As the speed of Leo Denor shows off, but a good play by Chris Yoakum to just shield off Denor enough to be able to get his goalkeeper possession. Dragons have been playing Doughton in the middle of the front line for most of the year. Now it's going to be Denor leading the line today in the middle. It's a little bit of a change from head coach Stefan Dragunov. In his 18th season at Howard Community College as the helm of this men's soccer program. Doughton tries to go over the top, looking for Portillo, who is just a little bit behind. Grantham will have a chance to turn and look, and he will just boot it right back up the field and give it back to Howard. Headed forward by Navas. Estrada shielded off the ball, but play on is called by the referee. Carbo finds Portillo in the corner. He'll try to cross it in. Yoakum gets a touch on it. It was a soft one, but he is fortunate to see Wilmer Garcia collect it and just play it out into the grandstands. Chilly day here in Howard Community College. Overcast, not a whole lot of sun. Fortunately, the wind is significantly less than it was for the women's semifinal yesterday, where the Howard Dragons easily were able to defeat the Potomac State Catamounts and will face off against Essex in the finals on Saturday at noon. The men's finals will be at 2:30 on Saturday. As we mentioned before, it will be the CCBS Knights also in that one, and we are going to see who the Knights will take on after the conclusion of this contest. Dragons putting on high pressure again, as it is just going to be Bland who just boots it all the way down the field. Some soft pressure by Victor Heredia. Gets some help from Hernandez. And Howard will settle it down. Looks like they're coming out in a 4-1-4-1 at the moment, with Garcia playing as the holding midfielder and a flat 4 midfield line from what it looks like right now. You can hear the Cardinals head coach Mike Kozlowski pleading to his team to take their shape, and that is the shape that they took. So again, that is going to be leaving Williams Yami on an island by himself on the front line, and they will rely on him to not only make some fast break opportunities, but also to hold up play to allow the midfield to move forward. A foul against the Cardinals will allow Dylan Portillo. He'll try to curl this one into the box, touched on by Denor, bouncing around the box, and it is going to be cleared out by Velazquez. Now, can the Cardinals come back the other way? Heredia gets around Castro. Heredia with a shot, and he got into that one, put the laces through it, but it just sails high of the net for a goal kick. So the Cardinals with their first good chance of the contest. Doughton trying to put some pressure on. Played out nicely. But it is going to be Estrada who is able to clean up. Now, Doughton takes on one-on-one. Strong play by Grantham. And is able to win a throw-in for his team. Doughton thought he had the advantage there, 1 versus 1. Grantham said, no, sir. Throws it down to Yami. Yami taking on Ramos, who plays it out for a throw-in. These two teams, as I mentioned before, have quite a storied history in the modern era of stat keeping at Howard Community College that goes back to 2012. These two teams are 5-5-1 against each other. However, the Dragons have lost the last 3 in a row. Lost twice in the spring season of the 2021 season. And some contact there, and it looks like the ball had already gone out of play, so it will be a throw-in. So in the spring 21 season, Cardinals won 4-2 in the regular season, 3-0 in the semifinal game where they went off against each other in the region tournament at Catonsville. And then, like I said, Catonsville also took the 2-1 victory in the regular season of this season. So while it has been even over the history, and a slide tackle there from behind, but Portillo was able to get the shot off, and it will sail high. And more often than not, if the referees allow the player to get the shot off, they're certainly not going to give a foul. This will be Yoakum who takes the goal kick for the Cardinals. Strong play by Garcia, able to keep this in. Heredia was trying to chase it down, but the Dragons are able to play it out. Viteri under a lot of pressure, able to get the clearance. Played back by Marco Hernandez. He finds Alfredo Orellana. But Cardinals will retreat all the way back to Bland. Misplayed there. Denor almost able to get to it, but it's going to be Kerr. He's going to try to chip the goalkeeper. Just didn't quite get enough on it as Bland is able to save it. And he caught a break on that one as that was a dangerous pass up the middle. And Dragons could have done more. Garcia finds Angel. Plays it forward to Yami in the corner. He's going to go one-on-one against Navas, and Navas just pokes it out for a throw-in. Strong play by Myers, but it is going to actually be off of Myers, and the Cardinals will get the first corner kick of the contest. Moving forward to take the kick will be Carlos Velazquez. A lot of tall bodies for the Dragons, and there are a couple for the Cardinals, including Christian Angel, who stands at 6'1", along with Yami at 6'0". But for the Dragons, the 6'1" Carbo stands out, and it's going to be Navas who is able to head it away. He's also 6'1", and he actually draws the foul on that one. Soto Ramos listed at 6'1", Myers at 6'2". So a whole lot of height that the Dragons can put into that box, and it pays off as they win the aerial battle on that one. Myers using that booming right foot of his to just hit it 3/4 of the way down the field in the air. He is not shy about using it either. Very much a fan of playing those long balls over the top, looking for his teammates on all kinds of runs, both diagonal and straight forward. Kerr tries to win it back. Good play by Heredia, who is able to take it off his foot. Estrada comes sliding in, but it just goes back to Yoakum. Falls to Yami. And that will be misplayed as an apology comes out from Garcia for giving that one away cheaply. Long thrown by Myers. Portillo streaking down the right sideline, taking on one-on-one, but it's going to be poked away. Good defense again by the Cardinals, as the Dragons have tried to do some one-on-one moves to get around their defenders, and the Cardinals have won most of those one-on-one battles. Granum plays it forward. Cut out by Josue Soto Ramos. Now it's going to be the Cardinals looking for the counterattack, but another good play by Ramos. Doughton, and that's from behind. The referee says all ball. I'm not sure what he saw there because there's a whole lot of contact. You could just hear shoe hitting shoe and tripping him up. Trevor Kerr able to cut that one out. The ball goes straight up in the air and backwards. Denor trying to get down the position. He does pick up the possession of the ball. He'll dribble into the box. He'll try a shot, and another slide tackle coming through late. And Denor goes down. The shot does go wide, but that is the second time the Cardinals have been sliding in the box, and they're going to find themselves in trouble if one of these connects a little bit more with body rather than ball. Yoakum wearing the captain's armband for the Cardinals will take this goal kick once again. And now the referee having a conversation with a couple of midfielders, one from each team. And a foul is called, and to be fair, I didn't see anything on that one, as Marco Hernandez is called for a foul. I believe the referee thought it was a push in the back, but there was just absolutely nothing there. Taken quickly by the Dragons. Kerr trying to get a touch on it. Taken away. Oriana. Finds Hernandez. Plays it up for Heredia. Myers comes all the way across the field and takes that away. Out of position right now. The far side of the field is bare for the Dragons, but Cardinals unable to take advantage. Myers able to return to his original position as the Cardinals will try to slowly work it up the field. Given away under pressure was Joachim Estrada. And that's a poor pass from him. Velasquez will just boot it down the field, and Howard will be forced to reset from midfield. Portillo. He'll try to switch the field, looking for the run of Denor. There he goes! Leo Denor! Shot, and that goes wide, and again, Denor goes down. Oh, he got taken down on the play. A great ball by Dylan Portillo to find the run of Denor. And Denor's shot just goes wide as Bland came charging through, trying to cut out the angle. And he did his job in making sure that Denor wasn't able to get a shot comfortably off. Just see the athleticism of Leo Denor just flashes out of nowhere. Joachim will boom it towards the near sideline this time. That time there was a bump, but the referee decides to not call it. Kerr. Given away, but given right back. Castro taken down by Granum. Both teams have a fair amount of cards to their names in this season, and with the two teams being physical, as well as the tension that would come from the importance of this game, you have to imagine that tension will rise quite quickly as this game starts to get more physical. So we'll see if the referee is able to keep a handle on it and make sure it doesn't get out of control. Heredia. He will go for a back post cross, looking for Yami. Yami will just let it roll all the way and pick it up in the corner. Yami just shrugging off Myers, still playing with it. But Myers gets help. Denor trying to take on Garcia, and Garcia again wins it, but the foul is going to be called on Denor as he took out Oriana, and the clock will be stopped as it looks like there may be an injury on the play. Is Alfredo Oriana, the freshman midfielder who was tripped up on the play. He is up on his own power and will look to try to continue on a little bit of a limp, but trying to just walk it off. Hit into the box. Myers able to get a touch on it. Yami picks up the second ball for the Cardinals. Yami, what a play there as he gets around two Dragon defenders, but he is able to earn a corner kick for his team. Taken quickly. Crossing the box. Ramos is able to hit it out. Kerr just mortar shots it straight up into the air. Hit it back into the box, but it is blocked away, and Howard finally will now be able to break out. Portillo on the near sideline. One-on-one versus Granum. Granum comes sliding through, but Portillo able to keep possession. Granum on the follow-through, pushing the backs. Play on, says the referee. Doughton. Looking for assistance, as there's a whole lot of red shirts in front of him. Not many black shirts for him to go with. It will be free Velasquez. Heredia takes on Portillo and wins. Now he's got Kerr on his back. And just too much dribbling. Estrada plays it forward, looking for Denor. Denor dribbles into the box. Plays it back for Estrada. Estrada tries a shot. That's blocked away. Denor picks up the rebound. Denor still playing with it. He chips it in. Headed away. Howard picks it up again. Laid off for Doughton. And it's going to be played back as the Dragons will look to reset through their defensive line. So both teams will take a moment to settle down as the frantic pace that has been in this game. Doughton picks up the ball. He's going to look for a long shot. It's going to one-hop in front of Bland, and Bland will take it into his chest and make the catch for his second save of the game. Punted away by Bland. Headed on by Carbo. Denor plays it to the far sideline, and it's going to be smartly played out by Granham. Corner kick, the first for Howard, as Dylan Portillo goes to the near sideline to take it. Portillo plays it short. Kerr lays it back off to him. And Portillo is trying to get it back to Kerr. Hit out by Angel. Now midway through the first half. Quite a pace to this game, but not a whole lot of clear-cut scoring chances. Dragons have had a couple of decent ones, but it's been mostly just and the clock will be stopped as there's some it looks like the referee will have a verbal conversation with Victor Heredia, and it looked like for the second time he was messing with the ball when the Dragons were trying to put it down for a set piece, and gets a and now we're trying to figure out what's going on here, and it looks like there may have been an injured player down. And Granham will come out. Played short by the Dragons. Now chipped in to the back post. Headed away. Falls to Doughton. Doughton's shot is blocked away. So Viteri will take possession there. So during that, number 24, Jernat Shing came in for Casey Granham, who was the injured player. Portillo into the box. He'll try one, and that one just sails wide as he got a little slice into that one, looking for the top right corner. And Portillo, who just let that shot rip, will be replaced by Emmanuel Pope. But a good start to Portillo's game as he had a couple of really good chances. And has looked threatening for Howard.
In the game now for Howard, number 6, Emmanuel Pope. The last substitution for the Cardinals was number 24, Jernot Ching.
So after the foul by the Dragons, it will be the Cardinals who are able to move their players forward just on the Cardinals side of the half line, chipped into the box. It will fall as Angel tried to launch a shot from long distance. That one's blocked away. Now played quickly, but to Emmanuel Pope, who just checked into the game. Pope trying to use his fresh legs, but just let that dribble a little bit too heavy. Yoakum pokes it away. Going back the other way, it will be Oriana trying to play over the top for Angel. And Navas just comes across to assist his defensive line mate and win the ball. Doughton holds up play, finds Kerr. Kerr looking for somewhere to go with it. He's just going to dribble right around Ching. Kerr, and a brutal slide tackle in by Ching as he came in hard and late. And it looks like it's just going to be a verbal warning for Ching. So this will be a set piece just on the outside of the Cardinals' goal box. It's going to be a tight angle to try to shoot, but knowing Evan Doughton, he probably likes his chances. He will go for the shot and just can't quite curl it around. And it looks like there is a player for the Cardinals. Carlos Velazquez is down holding his head. Not sure if there was contact in the box. The referee's having a conversation through their microphone system if anything was noticed. And the clock will be stopped for the injury.
Officials timeout for injury.
We will take a brief timeout for the injured player. Nope, never mind. We will not, as the injured Velazquez gets up, and now he's going to be going straight to the center official to have a conversation.
Guys. Since he has to come off, do you want to sub him instead? Okay. Gotcha.
So Grantham will come into the game for the injured Velazquez.
Number 21, Casey Grantham, in now for the Cardinals.
So we will resume play with a goal kick, and a foul is called on Garcia as he shoved Didier Estrada from the back. And now he's going to be having a conversation with the ref. So the center official today has had plenty of players wanting to be his friend and just be chatting all day long. Castro finds Kerr. Carbo. Dragons now trying to maintain some sustained possession. Doughton picks his head up, pleading for somebody to be available to him for a pass. Doughton plays it to the corner for Denor. Denor chips it in. Pope trying to go for a header. And it's going to be cleared out by Angel. Headed on by Ching. It's taken away. Now the Cardinals could counter. Yamis, and a great slide tackle by Estrada to take the ball away. Myers comes through. He takes it up. Myers going to make an overlapping run. Denor into the box. Leo Denor, and what a tackle there. Perfect timing by Jeffrey Velazquez. He came straight on through and tipped that ball away. That's a great slide tackle from the Cardinal defensive lineman. Denor a little slow to get up after the contact. And a foul is called behind the play by the Cardinals. We said it was going to be a physical game. Well, so far it's been mostly physical in one direction. The Cardinals called for 10 fouls as the clock will be stopped again. And it will be an injury.
Officials timeout for injury.
As it looks like the Cardinals, Velazquez, who just made that fantastic sliding tackle, may have taken the worst of it as he is down holding his knee. We will take an injury timeout now. 17:09 left in the first half. Play continues here as Jamoy Myers will lift one into the box. Carbo trying to turn and shoot. It's going to be Pope who actually gets the shot off. And Emmanuel Pope got some decent contact into it, but ball just sailed on him and went well over everything this side of the Mississippi. Dragons now able to move it back up. Denor takes on Grantham. He wins this one-on-one, plays it forward, tries to look for a pass, but it's going to be cleared out by Angel. Yami slow to try to get onto it. It is going to be played to Carbo. Myers making a run down the far sideline. And Howard will win a throw-in as Abdul Kamara will come on, replacing Didi Estrada.
Checking in for the Dragons, number 26, Abdul Kamara.
So corner kick now will go to the Dragons as Abdul Kamara will have his first touch be a corner kick into the box. It's going to be dangerous, fall into there, but it's going to be cleared out by Oriana. Heredia was trying to switch the field, cut out. Doughton, he's going to try his luck. That one's going to be deflected along the way, and it will give Dragons another corner kick. Their third of the half. Kamara will go all the way across the field and take this one as well. But this time he will have the opportunity to put an in-swinger. Kamara goes for the back post, headed on by Navas, bounced up into the air, and that flick will be caught by Bland. Half an hour into this game, hard to really differentiate between the two. Dragons with a few more opportunities. In fact, Dragons ahead 14-2 on shots, but in terms of possession, it has been in favor of the Dragons, but not by that much. And Pope able to draw a foul there as he's tripped up. Now, what can the Dragons do with this one? As it will be once again Abdul Kamara to take the set piece. This time not from the corner, but from a little bit more of a central angle. Too far to shoot here, so he'll likely look to chip one right around that penalty spot. Just have it land right in there. He'll go for a low one, headed out by Yoakum. And the clearance is finished by Hernandez. Now Heredia making a strong run down the far sideline. Looking for somewhere to go to. He'll actually try a long shot, and that one will be a worm burner that goes wide of the net. Velasquez will check back into the game as he replaces Ching. Foul by the Dragons there, and Cardinals will now look to move forward. Velasquez plays it up for Yami. Yami chests it down to the corner, turns, puts the cross in. Viteri is able to jump up and snag that one away. Taken by Heredia. He's just going to make a run towards the middle. Finally, someone from the Dragons steps up to try to slow him down. Oriana will play it back. Given away by Granham. Doughton picks his head up. He'll immediately play it, looking for the run of Pope, but I think that one's just going to be a little bit too close to Bland as he will be able to collect it. Carbo with a nice soft touch there to gain possession for Howard. Kamara plays it up for Carbo. Carbo turns the corner. He's going to try to chip it now for the back post. Settled down by Pope. We'll play it back for Castro. And Doughton able to play it off of Granham and wins another corner kick for Howard. They're starting to rack up those corners. That corner kick hit into the middle of the box, dangerously falling in. Oh, misplayed by Pope. Cardinals trying to counter. Heredia holds up play. Yami asking for the ball. Still asking for it. Heredia looks the other way. Now he will finally play it over to Yami. And Yami wins a corner kick. Well done. Again, that's just showing off his ability to hold up play, wait for teammates, and make a play happen. Dylan Portillo will check back in as he will replace Denor. Excuse me, he's going in for Doughton. And Heredia will get a break for the Cardinals with Jeffrey Velasquez coming back in. Oriana puts it right on the spot. And a foul is called. I believe it's going to be a handball called against the Cardinals. The 12th foul called against the Catonsville Cardinals in this game. Excuse me, in this first half. Just 35 minutes to play. They're averaging an infraction once every 3 minutes. Kamara. Nice touch over to Kerr, who will try to switch the field. Denor settles it down. Now he'll pick his head up. Myers trying to do an overlapping run, but Denor kind of got in his way of the run. Now he will turn and look, trying to put Angel on a skates. Plays it to the back post. Portillo. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Castro. He'll take a look. He'll chip it into the back post. Pope is offsides. Angel will just boot this down the field, and Dragons will look to reset. Howard not really digging into their bench very much in this game. Just a few bench players have had any participation in this game, as Coach Dragunov really sticking to those starters for the most part. Thrown in. Pope settles it down, tries to get it to Kerr, who plays through a double team and is able to get himself out of trouble. Finds Denor. Denor, he's going to try a long shot in that one. Well high the net and really nowhere close. The Dragons coaching staff now giving Denor some words of wisdom to try to perhaps play a smarter move than that. Needless to say, that is the low percentage shot. Angel will take it short and just play it upfield. Myers able to get control. Denor, he'll make another run forward. Sees a whole lot of red shirts in front of him, but he is trying to get it to Kamara on the far side. And Yami, who is going to come from an offsides position, doesn't seem to understand why, but good call by the referee on the near side to pick that up. Played into the box, and Bland snags that one away. Granham finds Hernandez. And hit out by the Dragons. Sun starting to poke through as the temperature of the ground has increased a little bit. Played up. Yami picks up the second ball, trying to get into a shooting position, but he will dribble himself into a tight angle. And Castro comes sliding through, and it's going to be played off of Yami. And Howard wins the goal kick, as Mahmoud Mansour will get his first action of the game as he replaces Leo Denor, who played the first 40 minutes of this first half and really shown to be the most dangerous player for the Dragons. But we'll get an extended halftime break. Kerr flicks it up. Mansour, his first touch is a beautiful one as he touches up to Portillo. Portillo into the box, taking on Yoakum, and he just takes himself away from a shooting area. Now he's still dribbling around. Portillo, now he'll try for a pass. Cleared out by Velazquez. Kamara in support, able to pick up possession. Plays it in for Kerr. Kerr to the box, headed out by Velazquez. Carbo will try to pick up possession, and it is going to be just hit straight up into the air and out for a goal kick. Played long for Yami. Yami is able to pick up the possession, gets around Ramos, trying to find a way to get into the box. Ramos all over him, and Yami actually is able to draw the foul as there is a hold that is called against the Dragons, a little bit of a pullback. Ramos is verbally and physically displaying his displeasure at the call. Play in the box, it's going to be hit, and it's in the goal! The Cardinals take the lead as Chris Yoakum gets a touch on it. Just enough of it. So the Cardinals, against the run of play, it has to be said, they take the lead.
In the 43rd minute, Cardinals goal number 8, Chris Yoakum, assisted by number 21, Casey Grantham. Number 24, Jerno Ching, back in for the Cardinals.
So the Cardinals stunned the Dragons on just the 4th shot of the game for the Cardinals in this first half. Their first that's on target, and it finds the back of the net. And Howard now will have to play from behind. Kerr tries to play into the box, picked up by Portillo. Portillo trying to get into a shooting spot. Still playing with it, just a little bit too much from dribbling from Portillo as he just could not get it off of his foot. 2 minutes left. Carbo plays it to the corner. Myers tries to cross it in and played out strongly by Velazquez, and good defense from him. It has to be said, good defense from the Cardinals' defense all along the line. Ball just knocked around, still going down, and cleared out by the Cardinals. Now Yami trying to see if he can make a turn on the Dragons, but there are just too many black shirts there. And Mansour is called for the offside as he came over and back. Played up, Yami settles it down, trying to work his way around. Just 45 seconds remaining. Yami trying for one last try for the Cardinals. He is able to cross it in just off outside of the foot of Valdez, who was trying to just get a touch on it. Howard will make one last bursting run down the field. Portillo trying to find somewhere to go, finds Myers. 25 seconds remaining. Howard pushing forward. Myers chips it in. Kamara. And just can't quite get the right touch on it, as Angel will be able to play it out. And that should just about do it in this first half.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is the end of our first half.
So the first half has come to an end as the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals will enjoy a 1-0 lead going into intermission. We'll take a break and be back with you with the second half action. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the second half is about to get underway. As the Catonsville Cardinals, all smiles for the gentlemen in red after their late first half goal gives them a 1-0 lead over the Dragons. Taking a look at the first half stats, Howard really dominated the chances, 15-4 in shots, but only 3 of those 15 shots were on goal, with goalkeeper Keyshawn Bland making all 3 saves that he had been required to. Gabriel Viteri does not have a save in this game on the other side. 12 fouls to 4 in the first half, with Catonsville being the more whistled team. Howard with 4 corners, Catonsville with 3, and Howard had been called for 2 offsides, Catonsville for 1. Individually, Evan Doughton leads the way with 5 shots in the first half, with Dylan Portillo and Leo Denor with 3 each. On the Catonsville side, Victor Heredia has 2, Crystal Angel has 1, and Chris Yoakum with that 1 shot. The 2 teams both huddled up around midfield, trying to get each other ready, as 45 minutes will separate who gets to continue on their season and who will see it ended today. The Catonsville Cardinals, wearing their red uniforms with the black trim, will be going from right to left on your screen in the second half, and will get to enjoy the kickoff in the second half. The Dragons in their black uniforms going from left to right. With that, the second half is underway here in Columbia, Maryland, the home of Howard Community College, the host of the Region 20 Division II tournament. As we mentioned before, the winner of this game goes on to the championship game as the Dragons with an early chance. Dylan Portillo, 15 seconds in, gets off a good shot for Howard that just goes wide. Caught the Cardinals napping on that play. The championship game for this tournament will be on Saturday. Weather hopefully holding out to make that happen, with the game slated to start at 2:30 p.m. As bodies come into each other, referee not pointing in direction of which way, and then it is going to be a foul against the Dragons. Number 1 seed, number 1 ranked in the country, CCBC Essex Knights, have already booked their trip to that game and are waiting to see who it is that they will face off against for the championship. The Region 20 has an automatic bid to the national tournament. There will be no district qualifier that is required, so whoever does win this regional championship goes directly to Wichita, Kansas for the NJCAA Division II national tournament. Dragons, little misplay on that one after trying to restart after the foul. Played up Yami, taking on Ramos. Yami gets it to Heredia, plays it on, finds a wide open teammate in the box, Hernandez, trying to turn and shoot, but enough black shirts were able to get in the way. And now, going across, Doughton switches the field for Portillo, and Portillo is offsides And the coaching staff is wondering why Doughton didn't just go to Denor, who is right in front of him, and seemed to have the better angle for that. Angel will play it off the offsides. Headed along by Hernandez. Kept in by the Cardinals, and now finally the Dragons are able to get it out. Portillo checks back. He's going to try to chip it up for Denor. Denor did a good job of making the run for it and then coming back for it. Gets around Velazquez. Denor. Oh, and a good job by Jeffrey Velazquez. He just sticks his leg out and is able to take the ball off his foot. And Yami gives that one away, but Denor had a chance there and just could not take advantage. Portillo plays over the top, trying to look for Denor. Some contact there, but it is going to be played out cleanly. Another good play by Jeffrey Velazquez. He has had to put in some work for the Cardinals' defensive line, and he has stood up to the test. Played over the top by Velazquez. Finds Yami, who's able to just settle it down. We're trying to work around Kerr, and it's going to be off of Kerr for a throw-in. Grantham throws it in short. Finds Oriana, and he will retreat to maintain possession. Yoakum looks to switch the field, but Heredia just outplayed by Castro on that one. But Oriana follows it up and is able to steal it back. Nice 1-2 ball with Heredia. But again, Oriana just decides possession is valued and plays it back, except Angel unfortunately fell differently, and he just plays that right out of bounds. Myers, he's got some strong arms, and he will just throw it right up the field. Headed out by Velazquez. Estrada goes down. He might be injured. He gets up and he is able to continue on playing. Played forward, Denor. He would look to chip it in. Headed on goal! Baraka Carbo is there to head it in. Then the Dragons tie it up. But what a cross by Leo Denor to make it happen. Seemingly out of nowhere, as the Dragons are able to pull it back and tie the game. So just like that, we are back all even with 39 minutes left.
In the 51st minute, Howard Dragons goal. Number 23, Baraka Carbo, assisted by number 8, Leonard Denor.
Played long by the Dragons. Denor tries to keep it in. He's able to do so. Denor trying to keep on the front foot. Gets around Grantham. He goes down. Referee waves it off. No call. And it's going to be out for a throw-in. And it looked like Denor was in the box, so the referee was in a tough position of having to make a really important decision, and it ends up waving off any call. Myers finds Doughton, who's able to turn. He's going to try for a shot. That one's blocked down by Velazquez. And cleared out by Angel, but he slices this one as well, and that goes out of bounds. So Angel a little bit off on his long touches at the moment. For Carbo, that is his 6th goal of the year, and that's shot by Yami, and he just caught the Dragons off guard there, and that is what Williams Yami is capable of, and almost made the Dragons pay for their inattentiveness to him. I have to admit, I'm guilty of that myself, as I'm sitting here looking up the fact that, as I mentioned, Carbo with his 6th goal of the game, or excuse me, 6th goal of the year, and hasn't done a whole lot recently. He did put one in against Chesapeake, but before that, you have to go all the way back to September 28th, just a month ago, where he did put in a hat trick against Hagerstown. So the tall midfielder from Kenya, been more of a possessing midfielder than a goal-scoring one, but comes through to find the back of the net for Howard in the biggest moment. Cardinals will try to chip into the box. Flicked on by Garcia, and Viteri is there. Viteri goes for a quick punt straight through the middle of the field. Headed on by Yoakum. Carbo sends Denor. Denor tries to get around the corner. Oh, slide tackle from down, and it is going to be appointed to the spot. A penalty kick has been awarded as the slide tackle from behind, and a yellow card is given to Grantham on the play. And now, just like that,
Yellow card has been issued to number 21, Casey Grantham.
the Dragons with a glorious opportunity to take the lead back. Evan Doughton. He'll line this one up. Saved by Bland. Oh, what a big moment as Keyshawn Bland comes through for his team to save the ball away and keep his team tied up. And Doughton, who had been perfect from the penalty spot coming into that, he was a perfect 7 for 7 on the year, has his first one of the year saved, and my goodness, Bland read that one all the way and just pounced right on top of it. Howard does get a corner kick out of it. Portillo has that one headed away. If you are looking for drama, you have found it, ladies and gentlemen. This game is full of it. Now the Dragons trying to settle things down again. Good short passing played through Portillo. Finds Stoughton. Back to Portillo. And just on the different page than Denor, as Portillo was expecting Denor to make a run, and Denor had his feet firmly stuck in the ground. Hit long by Angel. Headed a few times, now played down to feet. Kerr, what a through ball there. Portillo into the box. Dylan Portillo, shot, goal! Dylan Portillo puts it in. And he will run to his sideline and celebrate with his teammates. As the Dragons do take a 2-1 lead.
Officials timeout for injury.
We will take an injury timeout as the Catonsville goalkeeper has gone down injured, and we will be back after this short break. Play will resume here, and under unfortunate circumstances, as the Catonsville goalkeeper Keyshawn Bland has gone down with an injury and is unable to return. The cart is being brought around for him to try to help him off the field. In his place, Casey Grantham, who started the game as the right back for the Cardinals, has been put in with the blue penny to take over in goal. And going in to play defense for the Cardinals is number 20, Abraham Navarro. So we will see if the change in goalkeeper will make an effect. Now Denor chips into the box. It's going to be headed out by Yoakum. As the first real test for Casey Grantham playing between the pipes will come now as the Dragons have a corner kick with Dylan Portillo coming across the field to take it. Grantham has not played a single minute in goal all year long for the Cardinals as their backup goalkeeper, Kevin Pina, has been scratched from this game. As that corner kick will sail out of bounds for a goal kick. The only other player on the roster that does have minutes in goal for the Cardinals, Christian Angel, is out on the field. He played in 2 games between goal for a total of about 51 minutes. But the Cardinals head coach, Mike Kozlowski, has opted to go for Grantham instead. Kerr. Tries to hit it forward, and it's just going to be booted forward by Garcia. Headed on by Myers. Denor settles it down. Now he'll take a look. He's got 3 red shirts right in front of him. Oh, and that's a vicious tackle from Navarro. And we will see what happens. It will be a yellow card for Navarro, and Denor is down, and he's hurting. Denor is helped up by Navarro, who has been carded on the play.
To number 20, Abraham Navarro.
So the Dragons now Portillo will have a chance here from a great opportunity to put it in the box. It does fall down. Carbo kicked on. Oh, and Myers, he was able to just put his foot up and just try to flick it on. And that ball just goes wide of the net. As Howard was looking to be in a good position to try to add an insurance goal, but was unable to put it in. Played long. Castro hits it over his head to try to flick it out, and it's going to be out for a throw-in now. For Howard, you almost have to think that they have a decision to make here. Everything says that they should probably just go forward. A backup goalkeeper who's inexperienced. You have the momentum going forward, but at the same time, it's a playoff game. You're ahead 2-1. Logic might also tell you to just play defensive, play back, park the bus, and see out the rest of the time. So we'll see what the Dragons coaching staff decides to do in terms of a strategic idea. It is going to be a corner kick for the Cardinals. Played into the box. It's going to be a long shot there. It is Hernandez who got a hold of that one, but it is deflected out, and it is going to be another corner kick for Navarro. Dragons put 10 men in the box with only Denor outside of it. Settled down. They play it back to Navarro. Does Navarro? Yes, Navarro is able to get back on side. He will cross it in again. This one's a beauty. Volleyed in, shot by Ching. And he just couldn't keep it under the crossbar. Myers hits it to midfield. Chested down by Angel. Carbo gets control, and he hits it up for Denor, who again, oh, look at that. He just breaks the ankles of Angel. He will get into the box. Played in low. Oh, and Doughton just missed getting his toe onto that one. All he needed to do was just tap it into an open net and just couldn't quite touch it. Foul there as the Cardinal player apologizes. That is Oscar Valdez. Portillo will once again takes the free kick. He plays this one low and it's just taken right away. Orellana tries to find Yami on the fast break. Hit out by Ramos. Heredia comes all the way back to win possession. Doughton puts pressure on Yoakum, and that pressure forces a sliced ball out of bounds. Played out by Yoakum. And Dragons will be able to move all of their players forward for this offensive throw-in. Portillo will slowly walk down the track that surrounds the soccer playing field. Estrada gets it back to Portillo. Fancy footwork by Portillo. He will get to the end line. He will toe poke it across the line. Grantham spilled it at first, but able to hop on it. And the emergency reserve goalkeeper does a great job to keep that one away from any black shirts from being able to hit that in. And it's going to be played forward. Referee was trying to give the play on. Oh, that one's a vicious tackle. And that one came in late and high. And a card is coming out of his pocket. And that will be a yellow for Wilmer Garcia. And you could hear the scream from a mile away as Didier Estrada took that one viciously. So that will be the third player on the Cardinals that is cautioned. All three of which in the second half. Myers will play it into the box. Headed on by Carbo. Doughton coming onto it, but a good job by Grantham to come in and snag that away before anybody from the Dragons can get to it. Grantham a much better punt the second time around. Carbo finds Kerr. Kerr goes running forward. Dragon still with the momentum, but a great tackle by Oriana. Takes it off him cleanly. He finds Hernandez. Garcia to Heredia. Heredia just trying to run through the entire Dragons defense. Eventually it catches up to him as he gets into a crowd. Played wide for Yami. And offside is called against Yami, and he, again, not pleased with the call. Myers all the way down to Doughton. Doughton is able to find some space. He's going to take him on himself. Still Doughton. Turns it towards the end line. He'll cross it to the middle, but nobody there for Howard to support him. Grantham gives a line drive punt out, but nobody there for the Cardinals as Kerr will be uncontested in getting possession for Howard. Kerr will go to the corner for Portillo. Portillo turns the corner on Ching into the box. Portillo to the top of the box. Carbo shot. That's going to be blocked away by Navarro. Portillo picks up the rebound. Still bouncing around. Portillo battling with Ching for possession. Denor. Denor with the shot. Oh, it's off the crossbar. What a bullet by Leo Denor. And is denied by the metalwork. And it will be out for a goal kick.
Catonsville, number 22, Graham Alvarez.
So Graham Alvarez will come into the game. I believe that is his first appearance of the contest. As Oscar Valdez has gone off the field on the far side. Ball on the ground almost as much as the players are. Yami tripped up by Ramos. No call there. Now it's going to be Garcia who is tripped up, and that one will be spotted. Played into the box. Viteri can't quite grab it cleanly, but Kerr does a great job to boot it out. Doughton trying to hold a play. He's thrown down to the ground. Referee no call there. Doughton still trying to fight for possession, but Oriana comes away the winner. Yoakum in the middle. Hernandez will swing it to the wing for Ching. Yami trying to check back for possession, taken away. Ramos tries to hit it forward for Doughton. Doughton making bombing run forward. And there is Grantham coming off his line to take the ball away. Seems like there are some bodies that are starting to show some fatigue out there on both sides. Ching will try the other side. Navarro to the middle. Estrada comes sliding through, but it is going to be Doughton who is offsides on it, and it's unfortunate because that actually had a great opportunity to catch the Cardinals off guard. But Doughton was in an offsides position when Didier Estrada came sliding through to take it. Navarro will be the one to take the set piece. And Cardinals pushing everybody forward right now, trying to find that equalizer. Booted almost to the top of the box. Headed on by Carbo. Estrada gets it to Tenor. Now Tenor has a chance. One-on-one versus Angel. And Angel does a good job of recovering and being able to slow down Tenor. Tenor still going at Angel. And we'll play it off him, and it will go over the crossbar for a corner kick. And well won by the Dragons.
Number 26, Abdul Kamara checking in.
Kamara will come in as the fatigued Dylan Portillo will get a break. He put in quite an effort there and will likely get one last run in after taking a break. It will be Abdul Kamara, who just came into the game to take the corner kick. This one played short for the first man there is Oriana. Denor. Oh, it was going to be headed on, but a great play by Ching, who was able to just get enough of it to keep it away from Jamoy Myers, who was licking his chops as he saw that ball coming in. Ching looking up, trying to play a long ball. Yami looking for some service. He's been starved of it lately. And it will go out for a throw-in. Wind starting to pick up here in the Dragon Stadium. Going towards the far sideline at the moment. Angel will play a long ball, looking for Yami on the through ball. It does get through. Yami is tripped up. The foul is called now. We're going to have to see if it's in the box or not. A card is in the referee's hand. It will be a yellow card for Ramos. And it looks like the ball will be placed just outside of the Dragons' goal boxes. Ramos was very lucky to have been called for the foul about a yard outside of the goal box. So, good clarification that the yellow was there because there was a couple of defenders that were in place, so that's why it was not a red card. And the assistant referee was the one to make the decision that it was outside the box. He had the perfect angle at it. So good job by the central official to make use of his assistance there. And now it's going to be the Cardinals with as good of a chance as you can ask for to try to tie the game. It is going to be 4 Cardinals behind the ball right now. Only one that is up against the Dragons' front line. There are 6 Dragons in the main wall, 2 more that are on a secondary wall next to it. And the Cardinals just have everybody behind the ball. This will be a shot all the way. couple of Cardinals run out of the way. It's going to be Yami. Yami takes it. It's going to be headed away by the wall. The wall gets the job done for Howard. Play back into the box. Yami comes in on it. And it is going to be offsides and a collision there between Yami and Viteri. The clock will be stopped for the injured players.
Timeout for injury.
And it is Viteri who is on the ground injured. We've already seen one team with an injury, and tempers continue to get heated. As this is all happening right on top of the injured Viteri, players are still in a scrum. Referee trying to get in control. We will settle everything down and get it sorted out while taking a brief intermission. So we are back in play here. Everybody is able to get up and keep playing as Viteri was checked out briefly by the training staff and is deemed to be okay to continue. On the play, the Cardinals were given a yellow card. It was their forward, Williams Yami, the 5th yellow card assessed to the Cardinals in this game. Estrada puts some backspin into this one as he chips in the box, headed on by Baraka Carbo, and then it's headed in. It's an own goal as Chris Yoakum, trying to head it out, puts it into his own net, and just disaster for the Cardinals. So the Dragons ahead 3-1. Give a lot of credit to Carbo. He hit a great header to flick it on into the box to try to create something. And in doing so, he put Yoakum in a position where he was forced to try to make a play, and the ball goes into the back of his net. Denor called for the foul right after the restart. Yami able to win a free kick just outside of the box, and another good chance for the Cardinals as they try to get back in on this. A second straight foul.
In the 72nd minute, an own goal by Catonsville. gives Howard a 3-1 lead.
So the Cardinals running out of time, needing to pull one back. It will be Navarro standing over it with a 4-man Dragons wall in front of him. Referee will have a conversation with Kerr and Yami, telling them to quit it. Navarro. He puts it in. Oh, what a shot by Navarro, but Viteri read it all the way and was able to cover his near post and make a diving save. A really good shot by Abraham Navarro on the play. Just couldn't quite get it around Viteri. I was going to mention that Viteri was really covering the near post more than I thought he would. Was kind of leaving the far post a little bit more exposed, but apparently he read it perfectly. Emmanuel Pope will come into the game
Checking back in for the
as
Dragons,
Didier
number 6,
Estrada
Emmanuel Pope.
will come out. Thrown in, Doughton. Holding up play. Just trying to keep it in the corner. Trip up there, and it is going to be a foul called against the Cardinals. Both teams in double-digit fouls now. Cardinals with 19, Howard with 10. As we have just under 15 minutes left to play. Howard with a dangerous chance here to try to extend their lead. It will be Abdul Kamara who will take it. He sees a 2-man Catonsville wall in front of him. But again, all of those tall bodies of Howard are into the box. Kamara chips to the back post. Myers has a wide open header that he can take. Just couldn't quite get the power on it. His weight was leaning backwards. And Grantham able to make the save. Now Yami fights off Pope. And Pope is called for the foul as he was pulling down on Yami on the play. Navarro standing over the set piece once more, trying to make something happen as time is running out for the Cardinals. Navarro chips it in, headed out by Navas, but it's going to fall. Oh, it almost fell directly to Hernandez, but his swing and a miss. Navarro follows up and gets it back for the Catonsville Cardinals. That's Heredia. Given away to Hernandez. Chipped in, that's one's headed away by Castro. And Kerr able to break out, looking for a way out. Now it is going to be Abdul Kamara. He's got a full head of steam going forward, but he dribbles right into Ching. Ching, a second tackle, a third tackle, and it is helped to be cleaned up. Strong defensive play by Ching. Castro trying to hold up Oriana. And a foul is called. Clock is stopped there as some time wasting by the Dragons. The ball was kicked away. And a yellow card has been given to Raul Castro. A yellow card was given actually to Castro for the time wasting on that one. That will be the Dragons' first yellow card of the game. Doughton tries to hit up for the run of Pope, and a second chance will hit it a little bit too far.
A yellow card has been issued to number 4, Raul Castro.
Heredia taken out there, and referee waves it off. He was undercut on that play. Kerr looking forward, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Cuts it back towards the middle and will slow things down. Kamara just hits that into no man's land, as Grantham will just let it roll out for a goal kick. A couple more substitutions as number 19 for both teams coming in.
Number 19, Oscar Valdez, back on for Catonsville. Number 19, now Rubio Martinez in for the Dragons.
So now Rubio Martinez comes in for Kerr. I believe this is his first break of the game, and what an effort he has put in that midfield for Howard. Also coming in for the Cardinals is their number 19, Oscar Valdez, returning in. Denor goes down the play, and a foul is called against the Cardinals. Their 20th infraction of the game. It will be Abdul Kamara. Plays it towards the back post, headed out by Yoakum. And it will be Valdez who just boots it forward. Now Yami trying to catch on to it. What a play by Raul Castro. He's on a yellow card, so he had to be careful with how he played that, and he did it perfectly as he was able to just hit it out and slow things down. Now Castro will come up for a second tackle and gets possession for the Dragons. Martinez, who just came in as a defensive midfielder, pops it to the wing for Denor, who's towing the line and just plays it back to Heredia. Denor takes out Angel from behind and is called for the foul. Played quickly by Navarro to the corner. Heredia chips it into the box. That's a great ball headed on by Yami, and it will go just wide of the net. Cardinals with a fantastic chance there, and Yami just couldn't quite get it on target. Brandon Ruano will come into the game, his first appearance, as he will replace Evan Doughton. Doughton hasn't put one in the net today, but he has put in a whole lot of work trying to just hold up possession.
Number 17, Brandon Ruano.
Ruano makes his first play count as he headed on and out of the air. Played out. Pope, he's got some room to work with. One-on-one against Ching. And Ching takes him out, and a foul is called. Between the Dragons bench and the Dragons fans, everybody is clamoring for a card to be given to Ching, but the referee decides not to go to his book for this one. This will be Abdul Kamara once more. He chips it in, headed on by Carbo. Pope trying to swing onto it. And it is going to be cleared out by the Cardinals, but not able to keep it in bounds. It will be out for a Howard throw-in. Clock will be stopped. And I believe the referee is trying to prevent any time wasting from the Dragons. Now play will continue once again. Ruano trying to get around Oriana and unable to do so, as that will go out for a goal kick. Under 8 minutes to play now. Catonsville really needing to pull back a goal quickly here if they want a chance to try to have an opportunity to tie this game. Castro runs up to take the throw in. Just throws it down the line, finds Ruano, who traps it down with his feet. Plays it back for Kamara. Kamara trying to find a way to just switch the field here. He finds Denor. Denor playing with it. He's now going to take a shot. It's off the crossbar. Oh, Leo Denor. What a great chance. And it hit off the under part of the crossbar, too. Almost bounced into the goal. But denied again by the metalwork. The second time. Hernandez dribbles himself out of play. Kamara, some nice fancy footwork there as he plays it around. Denor, he's going to get one more chance at it. Denor dribbles into the box. He slows it down. Hands on his hips, just kind of showing up the Cardinals there, and Angel will come through and is able to earn a goal kick. Grantham hits it left foot to midfield, headed up by Kamara. Settled down by Valdez. Alvarez looking for Yami. Yami trying to work his way back for it, and a foul will be called as he was pulling down on Castro. Ramos goes to the near side, or excuse me, the far side corner, and just puts that out of bounds. Dragons just inching closer and closer to a rematch with the Knights. Cardinals desperately trying to get the ball forward to just get any opportunity towards goal that they can. Catonsville will try to switch the field. Navarro plays it up, looking for Angel, who's making a run forward. He's been looking fatigued out there, but he's got one last good run in him, trying to get forward. And the ball is out for a throw-in. Christian Angel has put in a day's work for the Cardinals. Every time that I think that he just looks gassed and has nothing left in him, he makes one more big run, one more big play for the Cardinals, just trying to give his team everything he's got. Heredia will go about 4 lanes into the track. Long throw, gets it well into the box. Myers heads it straight up. And Denor comes through, and he bumps in to Garcia. And now he will give the Cardinals a great opportunity at a more central location. This is in the range of being able to shoot here, especially with Abraham Navarro standing behind it. It's going to be Heredia. Heredia trying to play it quickly to catch the Dragons off guard, but they were onto it. Denor now on the counterattack. Leo Denor, and that touch just a little bit too heavy as Ching was there and able to cut it out. Angel looking for Yami. It was a good look, but Navas saw it all the way. Navas goes sideways with it. And the clock will be stopped. And there's an injured player on the field. Something on the near sideline. It's going to be Leo Denor just looking around the field, trying to find it. And the Howard training staff will come and check on him. Easton Rackstraw will come in to replace Denor. We have 3:14 left on the official clock in this second half. And Catonsville looking for any way to get back on the scoreboard. Dragons will now put 10 men basically into the box. Since the ball was in play, it's going to be an active reset. Navarro has it dropped in front of him. He will just bomb it right into the box. It's going to be Angel with the shot. That one's blocked. And a good hit there as he got that one cleanly, but just didn't get through the crowd that was standing in the middle of the box. Navarro hits it to the corner, and no willing runners in red shirts to go after that one. It's looking more and more like it's going to be an all Essex versus Howard championship Saturday. The two women's teams will face off against each other at 12 o'clock. The men's team's at 2:30. As the Dragons are able to get revenge on the Cardinals. I mentioned before, the Cardinals had won the last 3 straight against Howard, but it looks like Howard finally will get the better of the Cardinals. 2 minutes remaining.
In the second half.
Cardinals, last chance saloon here. Heredia plays it short to Navarro. Plays it forward to Angel. Angel tripped up on the play, no call. Played forward for Emmanuel Pope. Pope able to stay on his feet, gets around Ching. Pope by himself. Now he's got 2 Dragons on the far side, wide open. Does Pope see him? Yes, he does. Lays it off for Ruano. Ruano with the shot. Saved by Grantham. So Ruano was able to get a good shot off on the fast break. Just couldn't get it around the emergency goalkeeper. And again, have to give all the credit in the world to Casey Grantham for coming in and just doing everything he can. To say he's out of position is an understatement. Now Pope goes down after he's pulled, and it is going to be pointed to the spot. As the Dragons have won their second penalty kick of this game after Emmanuel Pope was pulled down to the ground in the box. The freshman forward, Emmanuel Pope, will be the one to place the ball on the spot. He is the one that was fouled. He has decided that he's going to be the one to take it. Pope 0 for 1 from the penalty spot this year, trying to get redemption. As he was the only player prior to Doughton today having missed a penalty kick. Dragons 9 of 10 on the year coming into this game, now 9 of 11. Emmanuel Pope to ice the game. Saved! Unbelievable! Casey Grantham saves the penalty kick. It's not going to make a difference in the result, but give a Purple Heart to Casey Grantham for putting in the effort in goal and really just doing everything he can to keep his team in the game. Played deep, Yami into the box. Has that taken away off of him by Navas. 25 seconds left. Played in. Carbo straight up. Yami tries a shot, and that one just can't get it cleanly. And that will just about do it. Dragons will count it off, and they will see themselves in the regional championship game. So the Dragons will celebrate. The Cardinals will see their season come to an end. And it was quite a game here at the Dragon's Lair.
Finished their season with an 8-7-2 record. Howard
But
improved to 10-6. And will advance to Saturday's tournament final right here at HCC at 2:30.
if you love soccer, do not miss Saturday. We will have two great championship games. Howard versus Essex at noon, and for the women, Howard versus Essex and the men at 2:30. Do not miss a second of it, as this has been a fantastic Region 20 soccer tournament. Until then, we thank you for watching today. Final score here in the Dragon's Lair, Howard 3, Catonsville 1.